what this is, by the way. This is May Mystery Month. This is a 4-part series that will run alongside F2. Basically, we don't know what's happening until we're right in. So we have no time to prepare, no nothing. This is the May Mystery Month, only on WHF. Go check it out, by the way.
Male? I've got male, bro.
Male, you say?
I am a male, not a female.
Alright, hello and welcome in. Why am I so close to the screen? I didn't realize it was that close.
Oh, he's
welcome in, everyone, into We Have Fun F1 May Mystery Month. We're here for, let me get this up, a surprise race. And it's going to be either Singapore, Saudi, Australia, Portugal, China, Mexico.
How would you describe New McCain vibes?
It's definitely a
Spin
chip.
wheel!
Crisp.
Bro, I got an ad!
No, it's in the shape of a crisp, but it's a chip.
It's a crisp.
What do you mean? I just got an ad!
It's got crisp ancestry, but it's a chip.
McCain vibes, take 50.
It's like if a chip and a crisp and a baby.
87.
A hot
Wait, so it's just
Chips.
a random track?
Have we got a
Crisp.
spin wheel for it?
combo thingy.
Bro,
Introducing
but I just got an
McCain
ad on right as he
vibes.
was in the
New
middle
chip
of it,
crisp
it's
combo
talking.
hot snack thingies.
double ad! Can you hurry up? Don't spin it, don't spin it, don't spin it yet.
Marvel Studios.
I done that!
Send you down there to kill each other, and instead you form a team.
Hurry up!
Stop!
Bro, I just got 3 ads in a row.
Nissan, go away!
What, did you just get an ad at all?
Yeah, I've got 3 ads, bro.
Yeah, bro, I'm getting 3 ads.
Don't worry, she's bulletproof. What happened to bulletproof? Bulletproof-ish!
Don't spin yet!
Marvel Studios Thunderbolts in cinemas now.
You know that being a soldier's exciting, but what you want to know is, what's in it for me?
Don't spin yet,
Do you know
Nissan's
how
on
to
the
do the
screen.
sport I love? That's what's in it for me.
Bro, I've just got a fucking 4th ad. I'm literally saying, like, I can't see there's ads.
Yeah,
Right,
don't
back.
spin yet, I've got Nissan on the screen.
Hopefully the ad should be over now.
Oh, he's actually saying, yeah, hopefully the ad should
Let
be
me know
over.
if you're back from the ads. I didn't even realize there was an ad on until you all mentioned it. But can everyone see?
Yeah, don't spin yet, bro. I got Nissan on my screen.
Wait, is yours sorted?
Yeah.
Yeah, Echo
Oh,
says we're
give us
back.
something,
Alright,
bro,
we're gonna
give
go
us
back. And we're gonna spin the wheel to find out what our first track of the season is. Let's go.
What the tracks? Oh my
It's
god.
gonna be Mexico. Mexico's a good one.
Mexico!
Mexico is a
I
good
can
one.
handle it.
Mexico is gonna be the track that is the
I could.
we're
Mexico.
Oh,
clapping.
we've got turn
and
1.
It's gonna be
the long run
Mexico.
down to turn 1.
And we're gonna go
That'd be
ahead and
bad.
do Mexico. Where is Mexico? There. Let me double check all the settings, and also while we wait for Kenzie to get in as well, just make sure all the
Turn one's
settings
gonna
are
pop
correct.
off, bro.
Yeah, bro, no, but there's gonna be crashes before turn 1. Like,
Which they
just the
are.
run.
They are.
Yeah.
How's your setup in Mexico?
But while we wait for Kenzie to get in,
I don't know how my setup is. I haven't raced Mexico in fucking ages.
Godzilla says I should have stayed on Call of Duty. Some people not happy that. Is it? Oh, Star says there's reduced damage. Thank you for the follow, Cthulhu. Welcome into the stream. Is there reduced damage? There is not. It's standard. You've really got me there. But while we get Kenzie in, we'll
Oh, bro, I don't have a setup for Mexico, bro. I'm just gonna have to run it.
But you actually don't own one. Wait,
Hopefully
bro,
Kenzie
No,
can
bro,
get
I
in.
don't race Mexico.
I don't, but I have one for every
Has
track.
anyone
but even
got
the ones I
Kenzie
don't
Young
race,
an
I have
invite?
one. I can tell you mine, but it might not be good. It might not work for you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have to like find one.
But
It makes you
EA,
a controller. Obviously, change your differential
they're,
with brake eyes and shit, but
Well,
also anyone who leaves to get a setup, immediate disqualification. Just let
what
you know
did you
that.
say? What you
Immediate
said? If you leave to
disqualification.
get this set up.
If you leave to get
disqualification.
a setup,
Oh!
disqualification.
All right, preset 5.
No, you could just search up on your phone instead of.
Cthulhu says, I'm here to race and probably finish 11th. I like it, Cthulhu. I like
What if
it.
it's one shot though?
No, that's fine. You can
S and Z in the
you have
chat
30
says
seconds
spin
to
it
quickly
again.
chuck it in.
Well,
But that ain't
you get
happening.
one
though, is it?
spin.
Like,
One spin. That's all it was.
Lime said, "I'll give you a
Lime
tenner
says,
if
I'll
you
give
spin
you a
again."
tenner to spin it again. Lime, if you drop 2 gifted subs on the
Wait, oh my god, wait, it's actually
on
gonna
the
he'll
Twitch
get
right
5 to
now,
spin it
Lime,
again, what?
we will spin it again. But you have until Kenzie Young's in. Oh well, Kenzie Young's in. There we are.
I'll give you £10 not to spin it again.
The only way we're spinning again, lads, is if there's some gifted subs in here right now. Otherwise, everyone's readying up, and we're doing
I've actually
qualifying
got
followed
I've got the stream
by
up on my stream right in the
36 lap around the Mexican circuit. But it should be a good one.
Oh, bro, he should have got the Mexico and Lofi F1 music for it.
Aku says, I'll give you £10 to not spin it again. Lads, the subscribe button's right there. It's there somewhere. The subscribe button is there.
Oh my god, go check out WHF.
Hemi Dimes in the chat.
we have
Let's
fun,
just show the stream
Go
this.
see what's happening.
Here we are.
Yeah, it's actually up on mine.
It says the lion does not break for turn 1. Yes. That is right. The lion does not break for turn 1. Apologies, SNZ. Let me get the sound alerts going. As well. Stars gifted a sub just to a cod. Let's go.
Because it could have been like Mexico,
right,
China.
Let me get the sound alerts in.
Oh, yeah, no, when he said Japan,
Unfortunately,
actually,
the sound alert did
oh my
not come up
goodness.
for that because I've got
Bro,
sound
what if
alerts
he
on my
spins it
own
again,
channel
though? It's
in.
Japan.
I forgot to change this.
Wait, he's actually doing it.
No,
Wait, is he
it's
spinning
in. There we are.
I think he might do
Hopefully
it.
it should work.
Wait, what is? Oh, okay, I'm just gonna.
But
Yeah, look,
thank you,
they're
Star, for the
gifted subs, so it'll spin it
subscription.
again.
Or you gift the gifted sub.
Oh my god.
And COD is the new subscriber. But I'm still waiting for everyone to go.
Thing is, I am kind of neutral, and if he spins it again, because I'm okay.
Oh,
with
and
Mexico.
Lime gifted a sub to Cross Craig.
Bro, they're actually fully gifted it. They're actually
Lime
just gifted.
gifted a sub to Cross Craig. Well, lads, I mean, I said it.
Bro,
Now I need to bring up what
his
the
appearance
races
doesn't
were
match his
again.
accent, like his voice for some reason.
I
don't know why.
did say we'd
great, mate.
spin the wheel again if
Spin it again.
well, it's pre-saved. I said it'd spin the wheel again if there was 2 gifted, and here we are, 2 gifted lads, 2 gifted.
spinning it again.
Reroll incoming. This will be the only one. This will be the only reroll. And it's Portugal.
Portugal. I actually don't have a setup.
We're
That's the only
swapping
track
from
I don't have a
Portugal
I don't
or from
either.
Mexico to Portugal.
But that's the only track.
And
Oh,
it all came down to the gifted
Portugal.
subs. Thank you for the gifted subs. But we're swapping from Mexico to Portugal. Where's Portugal? Oh, it's the last track. Because it's not on the calendar.
They made it work. They made it work.
But
They made it work.
Portugal, right? I'm gonna ping everyone to ready up now because we don't want to be wasting any more time here. People do have lives. People do have lives. But
What you done? You made it work.
Scott says he's never driven it. Well, this is the deal with May Mystery Month.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
This is the deal.
Mission
Essence
failed.
is this is a bit better than Mexico.
bro, I'm quickly searching up a setup on my phone.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
quick,
And while we wait, what I will do is Ultra Titan says that he has sent some pictures into the Discord, and while we wait,
Add filters. Troller. Race.
here we are.
Okay, I'm gonna.
This is what we wanted to see. This is Ultra Titan with some
50 front aero.
with a beat
They
up
want me
Audi
to stick
and
on
then
38
another beat up
front
Ford.
arrow.
But this is your host, Ultra Titan, for a lot of the races.
I might have a look at a couple setups and see.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Are they similar?
And I just think the stream needed to see all these.
I know.
This is Ultra Titan and
38
Brand
to
Catch today.
36 is very similar. It's just general. Remember, we can change
Anyway.
front arrow though.
Yeah.
As we now load into the session, I'll get my ugly mug out of the way, and
Oh boy!
in the chat, let's have a look what everyone's saying.
I might actually
let me
keep
get
the
the
in the background, like
Discord over here, so I can actually see what people are saying.
That's just. What was that stream?
I don't know why auto mod
39, 33, 50
Keeps
differential adjustment on throttle, adjustment off throttle 40, engine braking 60. Have you got stuff like that?
Wait, let me get mine up. So I have front wing aero 38, rear wing 30, differential on throttle 50, differential off throttle 40, engine braking 70.
Yep. Yeah. What about your camber and your toe in, toe out?
All at the lowest apart from rear toe is 0.2.
Yeah, mine is 0.2, and I've got 210 on the rear camber, so it doesn't make really that much of a difference. But
yeah, so I mean,
38
again,
front suspension.
I want to honest, we're just gonna have to adapt our driving styles to fit whatever.
Bro, we're just gonna have to run this, bro.
It seems like everyone's running it though, because just no one has.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Beforehand, I'm just gonna check the WHF setup because I might. Oh my god, I do!
Oh my god!
Bicep swamming up. Lighting. Bro. Okay. Oh, this is. Oh my god, that's a very different setup. Bro, this is 25 front wing arrow, 30 rear. I'm just gonna I'm gonna look at what everyone is saying. Yeah, this is done not off of my driving style though, to be fair.
Save. Oh, bro, I'm just running it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like, this is not done off of my driving style, so I'm gonna change what I feel I need. Differential off throttle, differential on, I'm having to use some ledge man wisdom here. Just trying to figure this one out.
Yeah, I know, man.
Points towards, toe in or toe out. Just gonna run that. And what, I'm just gonna go out for a lap real quick. I want to go out on the mediums just to. Actually, no, to be fair, there's no point. Right? Just gonna go do one.
Ah, right, the track's rather busy, right?
Yeah, well, everyone's going out to test this up. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out and like test.
See, I kind of wish if we found out the setups were that bad, if we could just break far firm and just start pit lane. Like that's what I really.
Yeah, that.
I want to do that for 5.
They've allowed it in F125, starting pit lane.
Wait, what?
I think they've allowed it in F125 because you're seeing it a lot more now as well. Like. What is this thing?
Well, that's a very hard call. That could be very hard.
I turn my tyre pressure down a little bit as well to avoid sliding too much. Instead of like max, I put it on like 27, 23 sort of thing.
Yeah,
It's like it's higher, so I've got more speed, but like.
Yeah, you just went past me, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about this tune, I can't lie to you.
As it
1:18.3 is the time to beat currently.
As it stands, it's not good.
Oh no, this man, say it isn't so.
This made me consider using traction control again, Jesus Christ.
Right, I'm gonna move over.
Right, but I think a lot of these corners look quite boosted.
I moved off the line to
Yeah, I moved over to a lot of people I don't want to get impeded. imagine if we stuck like, oh, everyone cars it. Then we just move off.
God, yeah. Kenzie's moving, bro, so I'm just going faster than him. He was on a hot lap. But he just said, nah, fuck that, because I'm going so much faster than him, bro.
I just took turn 3 so awkward.
Apparently it's going to rain at some point as well. I wouldn't mind, yeah. Say if I set it on provisional pole, then it just starts chucking it down. Do you imagine?
I just nearly fucking crashed, by the way.
Pole position. Do you imagine?
Well, that. Yeah, I'm not up in this differential, I'm actually lowering. But,
Oh, really?
and that's the complete opposite of what I normally do. But it is very oversteering, like, even more than I normally like it. And I generally like an oversteering car.
Oh, P5. 118.2, I
I
said.
know, I might just launch into the next lap because I have issues with the battery, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to go for another one lap. Yeah, bro, I'm a second off for Echo and he's on Inters.
I just heard like shout out to Ollie Bean doing something. I just heard Arrow say it. Ow, he pushed down.
Yeah,
He
probably
shoved it down to
6 temps
P6.
Like 6 temps on, like up.
Oh, nice. You can just qualify near me so we can get consistent points. And basically, like, even if, say, like, if we qualified like P9, P10, right, we'll just keep those positions, yeah, and I will just do my best to tow you along. Yeah. But
No, it is just how well can I just adjust to this track? Like, it's just adjusted.
yeah, I will admit that I have raced this track a bit more than you have. It's criminal that I don't have a thing here because in my careers I normally like swap like Miami or China out for Portugal.
Well, you know, and I will admit it, I'm very bad at adjusting to a new track. Like, it takes me a while, even in real life, like, it takes me a long time to learn a track.
Right, bet. Be careful. The pit lane does like to come up on you rather quick.
Okay.
Pit them up. It comes up rather fast.
Right, okay, I am still down, but I still am improved. But, well, I'm improved by the second of it.
Look, I set alright. Currently, I'm sitting pretty in P7, but P1, by the way, is the 117.3.
Ah, I'm a 121.
And I set a 118.2. I'm almost a second off the pace there.
I mean, I'm 2 seconds off you currently.
Fucking hell, Ellis.
Bro, no, I told you it's taking a minute to learn the track. I wish we had full qualies. Well, like a normal quality, like 20 minutes, just something really.
I do reckon I can crack into the 117s.
Bro, it's actually like...
What? 116?
Well, everyone's starting to learn the track.
You got second in the speed trap, by the way. Keep shit. Go on. Yeah, lads, man.
Okay, I'm currently on low fuel mode though.
I'm gonna come out again, fuck it. Why the fuck not?
Bro, how low fuel mode am I on?
Bro, he just cut to you a second, by the way.
Bro, I'm going 20 miles an hour. Like,
Bro.
flat out. There we go. I'm finally getting up to second because I'm on low fuel mode. Okay, I'm gonna have to move the liner. Oh my god, wait. Bro, I didn't even fucking see the pit lane. By the
You
way.
see what I mean, though?
No, I did.
See what I mean?
Bro, I nearly missed the pit lane, like, because I didn't know where I was. The pit entry
Bro,
is weird.
yeah, also the pit entry is weird, yes, and the pit limiter board sneaks up on you.
Yeah, I might just put the new softs and just stick in like 6 laps of fuel.
Yeah, see, what I'm doing is I'm like setting time. So I came out. So I've got like the least amount of fuel. I've got 3 laps of fuel.
Do you reckon I have time to go out with 3 laps of fuel, set a hot lap, come in, and then go out again?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that then. Because I was kind of on the edge of like, will I, won't I?
Yeah, see, my qualifying, like, I normally focus on, like, least amount of fuel as possible, but that also, I cannot fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I just went out and did 2 laps, but I only had 3 laps of fuel, so that's why my in-lap was so slow. Because I was on my fuel. That's why I was like capping out like 70 miles an hour.
Oh no, I've just messed up.
It should be coming out into a clean track, which is nice.
I mean, I'll try and do what I can with it, but... No, I'm gonna come in and go out again because I messed up my turn-in really bad.
Hello, Kevin Cow.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in, Alice, mate. I'm gonna come in.
Also notice that the tyres are coming out of the pit. Like, they're coming out of the pit before you put tyres. It feels over stereo and exit, but under stereo and entry, so I might change up my brake bias. Just gonna drop that by 2 down to 52. Be a bit more better balance in the car.
Yeah, bro, the pit lane really sneaks up on you. I've gone down to P12 here. Not ideal.
Right, can I get a toe down this straight? Beg.
That's fine.
Oh, no, he moves over. What a
Oh.
Right, maybe you shouldn't. Okay, let's turn off the arrest before entry into turn 1. Let's not put a jacket on.
There's a new pole sitter.
Hey, I'm matching my time, but I'm not improving. I don't mind that.
Alice, you need to get a step on here.
I need to probably improve this one by 2 seconds.
Yeah, like I'm gonna slap in some more fuel here, I think. Well, I don't know. Should I?
Only like 4 or 5 laps max.
Yeah, because it doesn't really make a difference for like 2 extra laps, does it? But
Nah. Or like not massively.
yeah, I got 6 laps in. I'm top of the speed trap. Let's go. Because if I mess up, I can just lift off and then just go again.
Yeah.
But...
I improved for like a second there.
What happened?
Oh, just about get that out of that wall.
What are you doing?
Didn't turn off the arrest and go into turn 1. I called a trap doing.
Oh my god!
I had the arrest open.
They weren't looking at you doing that.
Oh. I literally, by the way, I just about kept that out of the ball. I barely. Right, my AI can bring back to the pit lane quick. Hey.
Lap time on the board here in the McLaren. And Automatic moves up to P16, so everyone with a lap time on the board now. As the lanky one out there having his run around.
Yeah, no, I'll now put it up. So I'm listening to it. Well, I'm actually going to stay under a box so I can see this time.
And the lanky one, can he get any improvement out of this final run?
Wait, okay, I got a speed in the pit lane when I broke the red mark on the racing on 22 I did before. Right, I'm going to barely get back out though. I'm literally going to get out. So that means I'm
improving. Ollie Bean now on a run. It seems the only one out there on a run of those.
2 tenths down though.
I think Scones should probably come in now to put on his final set of tyres.
I don't know how, because I'm literally... Oh, there we go. I'm only a 10th down now. I did not exceed there. Oh my god, oh my god. Right, turn off ERS. Oh my god. I've messed up.
I haven't actually
Alice, I messed up.
To be fair, but I only exceeded in like the hot laps.
Alice, I messed up really bad.
I'm literally, I'm going to improve by 2 seconds on crashing it.
Alice, I messed up really bad.
Here in the Ferraris, we've got 2 minutes left in the session.
Okay, I was thinking about I might be
there.
a good time.
He's invalid. But we should start seeing everyone put into the pit lane now for their final run. Meanwhile, Lime in P11 improving.
He's currently on provisional pole, so he'll make a gap naturally. Wait, what's your lap on?
118.2.
Right.
And Lime now up to
that wasn't even for like, that's just so I can understand how to get to the line, and I wanted to
meanwhile, Young Jimmy Games invalid, Newmark invalid, so only a couple of drivers out there going to get their final run here.
I'm currently in a pack with the provisional pole and Kevin Carroll, so we need to really open this up, but none of us want to slow down.
In Portugal here, in this short qualifying session.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Alice, mate. I've fucked my qualifying.
Where are you now?
As Cthulhu, I don't believe much improvement.
I'm P14, but like I'm 2 tenths down. Like it's not happening.
Summers the chat says, we can say.
Bro, this guy just slowed down so much before the final turn going into
Scones lap was so blind, which is hilarious. Anyway, we've got the Mercedes drivers now starting their final runs. If anyone comes to finishing a run here, Lime on an in-lap, I believe. We've got the lanky on an out-lap.
Okay, I haven't seen it really fucking bad. Don't, it's fine. I didn't get it validated somehow.
Shucking it round in under. Who's a 10th of the good, could jump Kevin Kelvin. Can he gain any more positions here through the
bad quality from me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm boxing to the tyre.
As Pneumatic retired from the session, doesn't believe he's going to improve any. And Echo now up to P4. Good improvement there for Echo. Who else do we have out there nearing the line? One driver, there we are. Godzilla not improving. SNZ now 2 tenths to the good. This could be a big improvement for SNZ as he's heading round the final corner now. As he crosses the line, working SNZ goes, jumps ultra tight.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Performance there. Meanwhile, Ty clear on the run.
I spun out, but like as 2 guys were behind me.
Up to P8, big improvement there from Ty clear. As it's Ollie Bean now, not improving, but we do have a Mercedes of Star, followed by Kenzie Young. Where can Star go in the Mercedes? As he is going to cross the line. No improvement for Star, no improvement for Kenzie Young. Cross grade. Didn't get a lap time in there. Cal not improving. I think young Hemi Dimes improves massively there.
Oh, did you collide with someone?
Like,
no, I went close.
Everyone done their laps now, unless
oh, you're starting in last then.
And LBJ Alice as well.
What the fuck are you doing?
What the fuck was that?
As Line goes up to P9,
oh, that's bad.
LBJ Alice is off into the wall.
That's bad. It's on them. They want you.
Final.
Ellis, they want you. Oh, Ellis.
Thing is, I was 20 seconds down anyway.
Driver here, I guess. But it's
How
a
are you
good time to let
20
you know
seconds
that
No,
now?
because I spun out on the racing
with
line.
everyone
Remember?
completing their laps in qualifying, that we'll be doing a lobby restart. So now that I've got a picture of all the cars,
Wait, migrating
I'm
host.
gonna set up a new lobby.
Wait, he was on about a lobby restart.
So,
Why is that?
Just letting you know we're doing a lobby restart, lads. Just let you know there.
Wait, why though? Wait,
And make sure to join the new lobby.
Make sure I join the new lobby. Okay.
why? What's going on?
I don't know.
I'm listening to it, but all I heard was lobby restart, like join the new lobby. So
Oh, I got a P15. That's piss poor from me. Thing is, yeah, I could have beat it, and I'm so upset with myself because I would have beat it, Ellis, but literally I went over a curb.
Well, Kenzie Young, you can't be starting.
Only thing that I could have done better, like if that lap came
if
together,
there was only
I
17
could have
people,
beaten the
you know
time
what I
that
mean?
your final time.
Everyone will maintain their qualifying positions.
Okay, retain qualifying positions.
But the drivers at the back will get the best cars, and the drivers
Wait.
in front will get the worst
Oh,
cars.
yeah!
So it should hopefully
Yes,
even out
lad!
the field, you would hope.
Get me in that McLaren.
So I'm gonna try and work all this out while hopefully you can help me get people in. See, Crossgree, that's the beauty. That's the beauty of the thing where, you know, the beauty of May Mystery Month is Star is unhappy because he will have the cyber. Hilarious.
Oh my word.
If all of you listening can
Oh,
help
fuck,
me
I
get
typed
invites
in-
in
oh,
so
I
that
typed
I
in
can
you.
sort
Shit,
out
whoops.
who's in which car,
Wait, no.
that would be great. If anyone can even get Ultra
drop you an
Titan in,
invite.
I'll get Star in because he may be.
Cheers, lads.
I think he is
I'm gonna have to
Ultra.
get Twitch up on my phone.
Ultra should have everyone, I would say.
Bro, oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I didn't save the one. I didn't save all the stuff that I changed.
Also, if anyone does take this as a
changed so much
Wreckfest
that setup,
weekend, as
but I
Ultra
didn't save
Titan
it
in the
because I
chat
think I
says, you still may receive a season ban, so just avoid that if you can. Let's get that window out of the way. There we are. So, we all should be ready, and hopefully everyone get their setups chosen. And I am intrigued to see.
Wait, so is it going to rain? I'm confused. Did he add rain or not?
What the
Also, I'm kind of curious if it's going to add to our Haas constructors or is it going to add to McLaren? If it's adding to McLaren, I'm so sorry, McLaren. I'm about to ruin it for you.
I don't think anyone will.
What was the point of giving us a seat then,
Want
like
to
in the
pick
hat?
the cyber.
I'm confused.
I think, no, it is literally because this is
But
like a
anyway.
one-off thing. This is literally just for the...
We're racing anyway. We've had enough restarts for one evening.
Where we go?
We'll be going as we do 33 laps around the Portuguese circuit here in May Mystery Month to see a reversed realistic grid, although everyone's qualified in the correct position. But now everyone's been giving a reverse constructor as we head into turn one.
Oh, so I started at the back
Get away
anyway.
cleanly at the front, at the back. We get away cleanly as well. A reminder: the quick cars are moved to the back as the quicker drivers are put up in the.
But there's no point in even doing
which should hopefully even out the field. It should be very competitive up the front. You'd hope. As Aku trying to send it around the outside of Crossgreen, Kevin Kell trying to find a way through as well here.
Oh, that's the last one.
As Lime on the rear of the Alpine, and that was horrendous.
The Romatic. No! My boy!
Anyway, as we move on through turn two, Ollie Bean on the rear of the lanky one.
I had an opportunity to go for moving scones earlier, and I wish I could help, so I haven't had an opportunity.
Over the hill we go, Scones, a little bit of contact, Ollie Bean, the door opens.
Feel up
For the
a
lanky
bit.
one now on the inside, and LTJ Ellis on the back now. as
Battling with
well.
the Lancashire one, I believe.
But as we head through lap one, it's been a good start for Star, but he has Kenzie Young right up his gearbox with Crossgreen in behind as well. And Crossgreen may look to get ahead of Kenzie Young here at the start here.
Sal was still leading, by the way.
As Kenzie
let's turn
Young
off
looks on
DRS.
the inside of Star, couldn't find a way through, but look how close it is. Kenzie Young sending it again on the inside of Star. Side by side they go. Great competitive racing here. Star going to keep it ahead. Cross screen watching this battle.
Bro, that was
Echo,
terrible.
Kevin, Ultra, Ty also close here. As we're 3 wide into the hairpin. 3 wide, big contact. Cross screen on the outside. I think has lost a front
I'm
wing.
all over the back
As
of
we
the
go 3
right now.
wide up the hill. What do we
Actually,
do,
got
gents?
lap one, by the way.
Oh my lord.
Might
No, I did
Damage, I
it real
believe,
nice.
for
Out of
cross
I
screen
might
was
make my way up
outside
right
of
on
that.
the
Because I was like, oh yeah, I put the whole race, I'll wait.
3 wide
And then now
moment
I'm
into the hairpin. And Star trying to get back through.
Does it just count towards us?
That's what I'm not sure. Should I be defending against the Dramatic or should I be letting him pass? It's fast.
Nah, defend it.
No, I did.
As Akko now trying to get around the outside. As Ultra Titan trying to get through on Kevin. We are side by side.
What position are you in?
Everywhere here. There's cars absolutely everywhere. We're side by side through every turn as Akko washes out wide. A little bit of contact with cross screen. As Ultra Titan now in the back of this battle trying to
I
find a
went
way
fastest
through.
for like a millisecond.
But Akko getting through on cross screen now as they head down into turn 1. Star going to go to the outside of Kenzie Young. As cross screen's a little look on the inside. Ultra Titan still trying to find a way through now. Oh, and it's into the rear goes cross screen. Too late on the brakes. As Akko now on the inside.
I've just made my way
of
past the
Kenzie Young.
Consilver. I'm in
The battling
P9.
here has been absolute lightning.
Yeah, mine is literally just my page to say
As Kenzie Young down
Kevin
the
Cowell
inside
in
of
our
Star.
half seat, bro.
And it's lap 3 and it's...
He wasn't
It
out him
hasn't
anyway. He probably
changed.
didn't say that.
There's cars everywhere. Oh, Kenzie Young into the side of Akko as Akko dives it through. Akko may even try and send it up this
They
tough
just got
correction
unlucky.
zone of the right-hander.
Oh my god, it affects
Star.
license.
But look how close the field is. Oh my lord. Oh, it's way too late there from Crossgrey on the inside, but he keeps it clean. A little bit of a wee bang with Star.
I just went wide around
Kenzie
the corner,
Young
but it
drops
was just
down
straight
now with
around,
Ultra
there was no
Titan
runoff.
getting through. And it's like I'm commentating horse racing here. There's cars absolutely
Bro, I'm lagging
everywhere.
so much right now.
Oh, into the
They're
rear
chopping
of Ultra.
everywhere.
Ultra goes into the rear of Crossgrey as Kenzie Young also involved there. As Akko now into the lead, Crossgrey dropping back a bit.
I lost the position there.
Star, maybe a sitting duck to Ultra Titan now on the outside. Ultra now trying to do a drag race down as we're side by side in turn 1 with the V-Carbs as well. Star and Ultra were side by side. Kenzie Young around the outside of Star.
Yeah,
Dives
Lanky one
so
wheel to
late
wheel
round
for like
the
3 turns,
outside.
bro.
Big dive around the outside from Kenzie Young. The battling is a bit ferocious here. And we're only on lap 4. I'm going to have no voice by the end of this as Akko's almost gapping Ultra Titan here. But Ultra has a good engine in that Aston to try and stay
I'm
with
down to P11
Akko
again, bro,
now.
but I just had a cracking battle with the Lanky one.
Tie clear on the back of
Wheel to
Cthulhu.
wheel for like 4
Look how
turns.
close the field has been. Star gets back ahead of Kenzie Young. This is hilarious to watch. How close the back is. This is kind of going exactly as planned. And Star now may lose out to Ultra, who's on the rear now of Akko. Ultra sends it to the inside of Akko. Akko may have to back out now. Big save from Ultra in the Aston. Gets through into P1. Can Akko stay with the Aston now in the Haas? Can Star, who started from pole here, try and recover in the Cyber? A reminder, Star's out there with the worst car out of the field because he started on pole out of the 17 drivers as Ultra losing out now to Akko. That's a 10-second spinning in the pit lane penalty for Hemi Dimes. Hemi Dimes may lose out here massively as Kenzie Young back down the inside of Star. Kenzie Young has been going for ferocious sends left, right and centre. One cross screen down on the inside of Kenzie Young again. Oh my lord, the V-Carbs have been side by side throughout the entire circuit for the first 5 laps here. With pretty much every car out there, as Kenzie Young has a snap on the rear. But the gap from P12 onwards, look how close it is out there.
Oh, I am in the mix, I can't lie.
Stones looking on the rear of Ollie Bean. And a reminder, this is a realistic performance race, so those out there at the front have the slower cars, but can the drivers
Right, Skyland's just
in the
rear-ended
quicker
there.
cars start to use the pace that their cars have to try and catch, as Star struggling in this Cyber to hold it together, but Kenzie Young now.
But I had
on
to
the
brake
rear of
because the lanky
Star.
one was in front of me.
With Croskery on the rear of Kenzie Young.
Oh, yeah. Damn it.
Croskery having a look down the inside, can't find a way through his tie. On the rear now as well, as there's battling between SNZ and Pneumatic. A reminder, Pneumatic and LTJ Ellis out there with the quickest cars in the McLarens, but just unable to execute, unfortunately, so far. But Ollie being there out with a time penalty and Star. Clearly the quickest driver out there in qualifying, but starting to struggle in the Sauber. The Sauber does not have the downforce, the grip that he needs, which really has balanced out the field here. But can Star overcome the adversity and win this race in a realistic Sauber?
Right, my front left is cooked.
As Ty Clear also watching this battle along, but we may have another swap for the lead as Ultra Titan here on lap 6, trying to swap again to the Haas of Echo. As Star desperately trying to hold on to the in the Sauber, but it is a tough task to do. But currently the gaps are staying relatively close to top 12, all still inside the DRS range. As Crosby on the inside of Kenzie Young, but unable to get close enough for that move. LTJ Ellis picks up a 3-second time penalty. As Godzilla on the rear of Cthulhu now as they head through the hairpin.
I'm sliding all over the shop here.
As Kevin Kell now on the Haas, dropping back a bit. Kenzie Young on the outside of Star, trying to send it round the outside as Star and Croskery battle here for position.
I feel like I'm
Kevin
doing
Kell now in the Haas.
quick.
Can he
And then I
regain
go
his
yellow.
composure and try and stay with Ty Clear? Cthulhu dropping off the back of Kevin Kell as well here. Meanwhile, Croskery on the outside now of Kenzie Young. Kenzie Young had to defend the inside from the sand for Croskery. Croskery
Just
on
went
these
low, man,
soft
bro.
tires, trying to find a way through. We'll have a quick look at the tires, see what everyone's going for. Softs and mediums here swapping as the lanky one gets ahead of Godzilla. There's so many battles throughout the field, it's hard to know who to stay with now. As we head on to lap 8, Echo on these soft tires in behind Star, or in behind Ultra Titan as Star still holding on. The Croskery now on the inside of Kenzie Young on these soft tires. Well, below by, down into turn 1, Ty Clear has to back out, doesn't want to go in to the rear, but Kenzie Young has a little bit of a brush to the rear with Croskery, and it's a big lock of the rears from Kenzie Young. Kenzie Young overheating those rears, and they're starting to really slide.
P9.
As someone down there, the lanky one, losing multiple positions. He's battling with the Ferraris and the Mercedes. As down on the inside, Ollie Bean sends it. As Cthulhu looking on the inside as well. But all the quick cars out there battling on track. Scones can't find a way through, but the lanky one on the inside of Ollie Bean may have to back out now, and does just that. But ferocious battling here in Coldzone now, outside the DRS of Kevin Calvin. Can he use the pace the Mercedes has to get back inside DRS range? Meanwhile, Croskery picks up his first time penalty of the evening. We've seen how many drivers have been leaving the track here and gaining penalties in Croskery. The first out of this lead pack to pick up a time penalty, but he does also have that front wing damage, which would make him really struggle with the front end of that V-car. I wonder, will he look to box to go on the hard
I'm about to
suit
lose so many
and
positions
also
there.
fix that front wing to try and
Because I've
help
got
him in
DRS
this
and
race.
everyone else
Meanwhile,
behind me does.
Gonna get ahead. We've also got Ty Clear on the inside of Kenzie Young, side by side. They go into turn 1. Oh, and very late on the brakes was Ty
I managed to
Clear.
keep it.
But Kenzie Young keeping it round the outside of Ty.
Bursted through all my battery, I can't lie.
Cthulhu losing the rear a bit. He's been pumped a little bit there by Scones.
Set to one to the right, actually, like that, then back to the pace of the car in front.
That's the lanky one on the inside of Ollie Bean as they head down into the hairpin. Meanwhile, Star getting ahead of Ultra Titan. brilliant from Star now. The mediums are starting to work for the Sauber. And Star could be within a chance of winning in a Sauber here in Portugal, which would be an absolutely fantastic performance. But Ultra Titan battling back up the hill again. Ultra Titan sends it on the inside, and it sends it on the inside of Akko as well. Major send there from Ultra Titan as Akko's picked up a time penalty as Ultra sends it again. Oh, but it loses the rear and causes a little bit of contact with the Haas there as Ultra with a late send. And a little bit of contact as Star and Akko side by side now. Through the final quarters, Cross we're going to look to get back through again. Up at the front here. And Cross we're going to look to the inside of both of them. Oh my lord, it may be 4 wide. Star going to get through into the lead. Meanwhile, Ultra Titan loses out 3 positions. Oh, and it's a calamity into turn 1. Cross and Akko having contact. Akko around the outside.
He did rear end, mate.
Kenzie on the inside. We're free right through turn 3. Oh my lord, the racing has been lightning as Kenzie Young picks up his first time penalty of the day. Ultra Titan back on the inside of Star. The hairpin locks the rears. Oh my lord, this car's absolutely everywhere. Kenzie Young still battling for position of its Star. Ultra Titan also picked up a time penalty. Star, the only lead driver who's kept it clean now. Star can win this on penalties. Also, a reminder: Ty Clear and Kevin and Godzilla still big players in this battle. As Kenzie Young up the hill, big set and Akko wheel banging as they head through the hill. Up this left-hander, Akko still on the inside. Kenzie Young gets through on Akko as Akko brushes the rear of Kenzie Young as Crosby on the inside of Akko now. I am losing my voice and it's lap 10. My lord, the battling here.
I lost the DRS on the Lanky one, bro. I'm just sitting pretty in P10 right now.
As he picks up a 10-second spin in the pit lane penalty as Crossgreen.
Although I might be up to P9 because someone did just box in one of the front runners and had a 10-second.
With Star and Ultra Titan battling, Ultra getting back ahead of Star as the Lanky one picks up a time penalty, but the Mercedes, they, out of the quickest cars, there have been the drivers to make it work the most now. Ty and Godzilla now inside this top 6. Crossgreen comes in and hopefully gets a new front wing on that V-curve. All the quick look, does he have a new wing? Oh no, new wing for Crossgreen, so he's going to do mediums to the end with that wing damage. But currently the battle for the win, it seems to be between Star, Ty, Cod and Kevin Cal now, as Kenzie, Akko and Ultra all have pens that may cost them here. Can the Lanky one Ollie being used the pace out of their cars to catch the drivers ahead? We will see. We're here on lap 11 and it's been like horse racing.
I'm sliding all over the shop here.
Had a breath in 11 laps.
They were too slidey, these
And
hards.
finally I think we do get some time to take a look.
He went on to hard.
As Kenzie Young now back on the rear of Star.
I wasn't going to. I was going to go to the medium compound. Medium compound top. I'm going to box this lap.
And Star now just about as the DRS up on the tie. And
box this
Kevin
lap.
Kell now into the pit lane. Ty and Kevin Kell into the pit lane potentially for mediums or hards. We'll see what they go into. Meanwhile, Crossgreen did pick up. Oh, and Kenzie Young back through on Star again. A reminder, Crossgreen did pick up a time penalty. Speeding into the pit lane along with his front wing damage as Kenzie Young sends it on the inside of Star. Akko looking for a position now. Little bit of more contact as Star ghosts, but everyone may have to back out now. Please no contact, lads. But Godzilla now inside this top 5.
If the Lanky one is going to stick it, I'm going to attempt to undercut him.
The win here in this Mercedes. But the battling out here has been absolute lightning as Akko losing the rear. Godzilla on these mediums in the Mercedes, who's possibly in the best position here as the best car inside that top 5, alongside being on the mediums here. He could maybe do a medium hard or a medium soft as Kenzie Young trying to hold on to Ultra Titan, as Ultra Titan has a lot of pace in that Aston Martin, but Kent Star going to get back ahead of Kenzie Young as they head down the hill into turn 1. Star fighting with this Sauber like he has been all
SNZ
race here
just
on lap 13.
how good of a stop did he do? Oh no, that's why he's out.
And I wonder when the soft runners are going to come in, I wonder do the medium runners try the hards or do they go on to the softs? We will see. A multitude of strategies out there as Scones sets the fastest lap now. I wonder is he battling with anyone? He does. Scones gets ahead of young Himmy Downs now. As Scones sees the rear of SNZ ahead of him. But Scones out there on the sauce. I don't really know what he's doing there. I don't think it's the wrong tyre to go to the end of the race on this one.
Hoping my mediums get warm up as soon as possible so I can make some distance.
Kevin Calvo tie clear both from the mediums to tie in the Mercedes. Kevin in the Haas. Meanwhile, Altertite continuing to try and pull a gap. He's trying to give it everything, but Star holding on.
I want to get at some point, you know what I mean?
Altertite, if he could pull a gap, could potentially gain on his
well, I don't know.
threshold. Meanwhile,
It might be F1 points considering this is just my mystery wrong.
We all come into the pit lane for hard or medium tyres as Akko almost into the rear now of Star entering the pit lane.
Well, at the very least, get me some points, mate. Like...
But as they exit the pit lane, Kenzie Young stays out. Altertitan will exit, but Crossgrey, where will he come out? Crossgrey
should have went on the medium. Got up the
net
very nicely.
Remember, Crossgrey has pit 3 laps earlier, and also Star's going for softs.
I did it in a lap, mate.
Huh?
Someone just boxed the softs.
What?
Mental bastard.
Wait,
Scott we've had a bit of a
lap
miscommunication here at Sauber. Stars on the softs will be rapid, but
yeah, I'm
gonna
attempt
on those tires for sure.
If I do have to box again,
Maybe selected the wrong
then I will be going on to some new softs. I'm not touching the hard compounds this race.
Advantage now. As Ultra has Kevin Cal behind him. Star's lost out here massively. I wonder if Star have some traffic exiting the pit lane. There's tie involved. Akko here as well. Some penalties playing a major factor into this race, but Star with it. Was Kenzie picks up a 10-second speeding in the pit lane penalty as Conzilla stays out now. Also, I've forgotten that there might be rain on the way. That's why Star may have picked this off.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Now that I think about it.
Oh.
The rain may play a factor here.
That's why Harvey has lost it.
That's potentially why Star has gone.
Well, I'm pretty saucy in the way, I can't lie.
Sauce. As there's a yellow flag out now, Star gets ahead of Kevin Cal.
No,
getting it at Kenzie Young as Kenzie Young rejoins.
That's fine.
And Star on the inside of Kenzie Young.
The spin strikes again.
But
does Kenzie know that there's potential rain on the way? We will see. Kenzie has a big snap of the rear.
There's Consular and Tyler.
Kenzie Young, but Kenzie Young going to blow by Star now. All those fresh hards is Akko.
Scones just went fastest, by the way. That is...
Defending, but unable to keep Akko at bay. Star going to get back through, and Kenzie Young up the hill. Side by side they go.
It's a problem with this, because he's coming up on me.
Akko almost into the rear of both of them. Trying to find a way through as these two skating up the hill. And all this battling may help
I'll have to get back again,
to escape. And build a margin to the drivers behind. But can Star use the pace on these softs to get back inside?
I am gaining time off the food, but not as much as I would like. Yeah, I'm on boy. Carlos, man.
Nissan Qashqai with
Mediums are actually working.
The hard
I've gone 3 twice.
Thing is, I was looking at the other everyone near me at one time to Christoph's the hards.
I'm hoping Cthulhu will, not Cthulhu, SNZ will stop scrolls.
Wait, the tyre.
Being in the pit lane penalty.
Oh.
And the tyres from the session does Himmy Dames.
Well, I'm assuming someone boxed the
But penalties can still play a factor here, but there's now a 3-second gap to Crossgrey. Although Crossgrey, you got to remember, has damage.
Thank you for once caught the pack. I am slowly catching it as well.
Penalty, which he will serve if there is wet.
So get interested.
If there is a wet race in the end of this. Meanwhile, Star trying to drop the hammer.
Scuderia works well. Yeah.
Gap, Ultra Titan. Oh, off the back road goes Kenzie Young. Kenzie Young.
Someone's gone off. He re-entered back on the track. Luckily, he was ghosted because he re-entered right in front of me.
Down to P10. What happened there with Kenzie Young?
And he had a 10-second pen.
We're not quite sure. Meanwhile, Star trying to gap Ultra Titan here. And this will play a major.
Young Timmy
Ultra Titan was a big snap out
retired
of
in
the
the pit
fifth
lane.
corner.
His mate, I drove him out of the pit lane and pulled over.
And this could play a big role in who wins this race. As Coldzilla, I think, maybe stay out in the mediums until the rain comes, which would be a mega stint if he can pull off. Star sets a fastest lap now. As Echo trying to get back ahead of Ultra Titan. He picks the outside, very risky to go there. As Ty Clear gets ahead of Kevin Cal. As the Haas loses the rear. Maybe some contact with a lanky one.
Hey, you are going to get shot at, mate.
As they continue to battle up the hill, I'm going to try and fix the frames a bit here. We'll minimize that so we can get some frames back. But Echo now on the outside of Ultra Titan. These two battling heavily over position, but they both really need to work together to stay with Star. Otherwise, Star could have an easy win in the bag here. If he can catch Crossgrade.
A lot of these guys are too
perfectly for when the rain comes out. Star could have a win in the bag.
Well, I feel like I'm in the running.
Still staying out until the rain comes, so Coldzilla could be playing a blinder here.
Well,
depending if the rain does come or not.
I feel like I'm in the runners for like a top 10 finish in the
my
drivers.
There is I'm showing everybody I'm just
That's the lanky one on the rear of Kevin
I'm very nervous for you.
Kevin Cal doing well in the house now.
What, the whole season or just the track?
Star.
Of the whole season.
Down's a 1.7 gap to Ultra Titan now. And Star.
I might have had a chance.
Him, Coldzilla, Ty Clear and Kevin Cal, the only leaders without penalties. D Summers, the chance is Coldzilla likely to be in around lap 20-ish. I would say yeah, but there may be rain D Summers in this race. We'll have to find out. It's the last one on the inside of Kevin, unable to find a way through. But rain could be on the way, as suggested by the drivers.
Radar's looking good. Radar is clear for rain right now.
Yeah.
Echo now in the rear of Ultra Titan. If he can find a way
It's a shame that I've got fucking 3 seconds away. But like I got that by like sliding around and battling and things like that, like exceeding track limits when no space was given and things like that, you know what I mean?
Very clear out there. I don't think we've seen any rain.
I've actually been racing pretty well.
But Echo now.
Why is he talking about rain so much? Is rain meant to come?
No idea.
On the rear of Ultra Titan, going to blow by him down the street.
I'm lapping faster and faster.
Meanwhile, Kevin Cal on the rear, Ty Clear, as they both look to catch up to the drivers ahead now.
My fastest lap is a 121.
We're on lap 19
like 120.1.
And we can only see the clouds in the distance now.
I mean, the berg was really holding out.
Some wind turbines as well in the distance of this Portuguese circuit.
He's banking on it, I know he is.
Like you on the inside of Kevin Cal. Down the hairpin they go. And side by side, and the lanky one gets ahead of Kevin Cal now in the Red Bull.
Because he could win a shoot with
Can the lanky one use the pace of that Red Bull now? As he just has to dispatch of... Oh, and now what's happened here is Echo almost inside DRS range of Star. Coldzilla now going to come in for Sauce, I believe.
Who did?
On lap 19. But the rain does not seem to be coming there. Coldzilla would have ideally liked to stay out a little bit more, but
I think
the rain not seeming to give us a visit here.
Yeah, I'll get that.
Star now still unable to catch Crossgrade. Crossgrade though does have those big pens. As Coldzilla exits now in P7. Can Coldzilla use on P6? He gets ahead of the lanky one as Kevin Cal now side by side.
Rain's forecasted in 10 minutes.
With the lanky one up the hill.
Yes. It's happening.
Kevin Cal now, can he get on the inside?
Right. Oh, what rain?
Yeah, no, it's happening.
The Red Bull
If
breaks
there's rain,
later,
high chance
and
someone
will
going
stay
on
ahead now of Kevin Kelly. Meanwhile, Echo inside DRS range of Star and the Cyber Star, unable to make inroads on cross grade.
No. Get back on track.
I'm catching the pack. Kevin Cow.
As yellow flag out for Ellis into the grass. And Crossgrave still leads the race by 2.7 despite his damage as Codzilla dives it around the outside of Ty Clear.
Oh, Ellis.
Codzilla now.
I've got safety car feeling now.
A reminder, Codzilla could go to the end here. And he's not that far off Star. Codzilla could be with a chance of winning here as Echo going to try and get back ahead of Star now. Ultra Titan may blow through the middle of both of them. He might David down the inside of Echo. Side by side, Echo turns in on Ultra. And big contact between Ultra and Echo there in the turn one. And all of this battling may help Codzilla here, who's out on the soft tyres, who may be going to the end if there's no rain. As Star trying to recover, but Crossgrave sure is livid about his speeding in the pit lane penalty, because as it stands, Crossgrave could be winning this one with everyone jostling for position behind him, unable to make any inroads in his lead.
I'm just going to finish because I understand.
But if Codzilla on these much fresher softs in the Mercedes, can he start to catch Star now? We will see as the lanky one on the rear of Ty Clear. The lanky one has 2 lap fresher mediums to Ty Clear's 9 lap old mediums here. Both drivers going to the end now. As Echo picks up a time penalty, trying to keep Star behind as Ultra Titan seems to have made a mistake, which has opened up the door to Codzilla, who's actually at a lift, trying to get past
Codzilla's
Ultra Titan there.
flying.
Star gonna blow past Echo now, Codzilla now, into P4. A big mistake there from Cod.
Big lock up.
Losing the rear.
Next to Martin.
How's the lanky one? Battling with Ty Clear, big stand from the lanky one. Ty Clear looking for a very wide switch back, lovely up the hill. Just keeps it round the outside. Has superior grip, does the lanky one. Meanwhile, Echo trying to push Star through the corners as they try and catch Crossgrave. Meanwhile, Codzilla is in the battle for victory now. Meanwhile, Star, can he even hold on to those softs to the end? The rain just doesn't seem to be coming.
I thought he was about to get done for impeding him, though.
No. Well, everyone goes in anyway, but like...
These summer citizens sunscreen hell is the Alvaro for me. And yes, it would be. I'd need all of the sunscreen. As Ultra Titan now has dropped back massively. Ty Clear now all over the rear of the Aston.
Oh my god!
Oh, and around goes Ultra, as I think the lanky one may have pushed them both through, and they've both spun around. Did Ty Clear and Ultra. Very, very surprising there. I think the lanky one may have pushed through both of them. Meanwhile, Echo gets out of Star, but Star's battle here, if he can hold, is one with the sauce. If he can hold on to them, Ty Clear going to come in now. Maybe has wing damage after being pumped.
Oh my god! I just got a 6 second. I've just got another 3 second by exceeding just the tiniest bit.
But can
That
Star
ruined
hold on
me.
to sauce?
That has.
Meanwhile, can Codzilla?
It's ruined me. That has.
Hold on. Can Codzilla catch Star
Once you get
now
lapped by one person,
in the Mercedes? Could Star be could Codzilla be the first winner of main mystery?
But you shouldn't be in the position to be lapped as is, Ellis, bro. You're really underperforming. I can't lie to you.
With 10 laps to go, the battle starts and Codzilla in the quicker Mercedes in 6 laps.
See, the thing is, Ellis, bro, you underperformed and spun out a lot in T2.
Against Star, who finished P4 in the Tier 1 Championship. We have Codzilla, who finished P3 in the Tier 2 Championship. Can Codzilla get ahead of Star now? As Ty Clear picks up a time penalty. Trying to recover following his contact with Ultra Titan and the lanky one, I believe. Codzilla now inside DRS range of the drivers ahead, along Kevin Calvin inside DRS range of the lanky one. But what way is this going to finish? Meanwhile, Echo now making inroads in Crossbury. The gap now is at 1.6. In the chat, Mummy A96 says that she is Lanky's misses and Lanky didn't touch with Tiger Tangle Ultra. Well, Ultra got spun as well there, so I was confused as to what happened there.
Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm baffling. I've got SSN sniffing me. He's sniffing, bro.
The Lanky one all got tangled there, but Coldzilla
It's 10-15 minutes
all
away.
over the rear of Star now. And Coldzilla must realise that this is the battle for the win.
To be fair, I might not
With
battle
Star
this
ahead
too
of
much.
him
Just let him give me a toe.
in the Sauber on these much older softs.
I might just like
With
stay
DRS
behind
now,
him and
can
just
Coldzilla
get a toe.
in the
You know what I mean?
Mercedes get ahead of the Sauber as already round the final corner the Mercedes does get ahead of the Sauber. Can Star get back ahead now?
But no, safety car would be the worst thing. Oh my god, someone's pitting. Someone's pitting and they had the 10-second pen.
As Crossbury comes in. Crossbury comes in, that's weird. I don't know why Crossbury's come in.
Well, I'm so far back now that I'm just going to box the
Maybe
softs.
Crossbury start on the mediums, I don't know. But Coldzilla now on the inside as they head down into the hairpin.
Racing there, very understeering.
And Coldzilla now gets ahead
I'm just going to
of Star. But can Coldzilla stay with Echo's penalty for
Right,
the
I
threshold?
got.
Echo's got 6 seconds and does
Okay.
have clear air to pull a gap. Meanwhile, SNZ gets ahead of Ollie Bean in the Ferrari. Kenzie Young now back in this battle.
Yeah, like I went to the switchback,
Kenzie Young
but it
in
was
the
just.
P8 now.
It just wasn't.
Ahead of the drivers ahead.
It was no,
Meanwhile,
it was so
Coldzilla
weird. But I had to literally back out of the switchback, and that obviously
soon have
cost me so
DRS
much
off
time.
the back of Echo Star.
Yeah,
in
all
the
of
Sauber,
the
unable to stay with Coldzilla.
Go fastest lap, that's man. Go on.
I mean, I won't get it.
D Summers says
No.
soft, medium soft. D Summers, I must let you know.
Right, if it's WHF.
Two stops don't work in this game at all. In no track do two stoppers work. So I don't really know what
Send it, bro.
Crossbury's thinking.
Literally just send it. Ride or die, bro.
He's
Just
lost
absolutely
himself in
send
these
it.
positions by doing that.
Well, I also don't DRS.
I mean,
Yeah, I'll go for it.
10 seconds to get rid of his front.
And I
wing.
beat 3 seconds off the pace consistently. So.
Does he have his front wing back yet?
Okay.
No.
Yeah, no,
No.
Just got rid of his 10 second really, but he'll have lost way more positions by doing that. Meanwhile, Echo under pressure now from Coldzilla. And Coldzilla will have this position
If I
regardless.
said it, no one actually
Meanwhile,
gets
Star has to try and stay within 6 seconds of Echo. But could we see Coldzilla,
It's not that.
who was P3 in the Tier 2
Still at
championship, could he win here the opener in Main Mystery Month?
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Treat it, yeah, as just a time trial. Okay.
Meanwhile, Star trying to use the pace in the
Literally
circle.
got
You can
back.
see how much it's struggling.
Literally treat it as a time trial.
And can the lanky one and Kevin Cal work together here to catch Star? We'll have to see. As Ollie Bean now falling off the back of SNZ. Can Kenzie Young use the DRS on the Ferrari to get ahead? We will see.
10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, it's not coming, man.
Meanwhile, Coldzilla into the
Yeah, it ain't
race
coming.
on Echo.
I mean, I'll be able to handle it, but will everyone else?
And here on lap 27, Coldzilla leads the race here and could win the opener in May Mystery Month Round 1. What a win would it be for Coldzilla, who's done a medium soft now. And he's made it work massively. Meanwhile, Kenzie Young on the inside of Ollie B. Side by side they go. And Kenzie Young in the B curb, gonna get ahead of the Ferrari of Ollie B.
You know what? I'm actually really happy with that. I just beat my time by 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's it, bro. Just treat it like a time trial.
Still holding on to the rear of the Red Bull of the lanky one. But what factor are penalties playing to this? Kenzie Young to 13, Pneumatic with 9. Ollie Bean and Echo with 6. The remainder are the remaining drivers, all with 3 seconds now.
My tyres are
But,
cooked.
as time progresses, what
My
impact
tyres are
will those
absolutely
penalties
cooked.
have? Echo just trying to hold on to
Not
DRS to
bad.
try and gap Star
Yeah.
here.
Not bad.
Star trying to
Up
keep
that
those
40%.
softs away from puncture territory for the remaining 5 laps. But
Good.
can Echo pull a big enough gap to
Might-
Star?
So it
As
might
if
get.
Star
It
loses
might
6
be like,
seconds,
It might be an issue
well,
just for like 3-4 laps.
3 seconds from now to Echo in the final 5 laps.
Hold it off.
Echo
I know,
could
man.
finish
I know.
P2 ahead of Star. Meanwhile, Nudomatic and Ty Claire battle here. Side by side they go round the final corner. And Ty Claire in the Mercedes on the fresher softs going to get through now. But can Nudomatic use the pace the McLaren has? Potentially with the DRS now. He does have the DRS. Nudomatic may get back down the inside of Ty Claire as they head down into turn 1. Side by side they go. Ty Claire backs out as Nudomatic dives on the
Kenzie Young is
inside.
all over the place.
Skips
He's
the
all over
rear.
the shop, bro.
Through. Meanwhile, Echo still holding on to the rear of Coldzilla here on lap 28. Can Coldzilla hold out?
Spun it again.
You told me to treat it like a time trial.
Flag
I
out
go.
there for
I
Ellis
go.
again. Ellis
I
in the
know.
wall up the hill.
Oh no. Oh no, he saw it. Oh no, he
Gets
watched it.
one
Oh no.
in the
Nah.
right direction. Meanwhile, Ultra Titan trying to recover from his earlier spin. Involved with the lanky one and Ty Claire. Not quite sure what happened there. We'll have to find out what the stewards say. Meanwhile, Echo closing back up to the rear of Coldzilla. And Echo is doing exactly what he needs to do. Just needs to stick with Coldzilla on these soft tyres. And he may pull a gap to Star and cement P2 here in the race. Meanwhile, Ollie Bean and Ultra Titan battle through turns 1, 2, 3, 4 up the hill. As Ollie Bean leaves the track under contact with Ultra Titan as Ultra Titan back down the inside of the Ferrari as the Ferrari bumps the rear of the Aston Martin as they head back up the hill again.
But I just did get full stop.
Ollie Bean may have to back
I got forced right
the
off,
Aston
fellas.
Martin gets through now. Meanwhile, the lanky one almost on the rear of Star now in the Red Bull. And the lanky one only has 3 seconds of time penalties.
Bro, what is
So
this
the
guy
lanky
doing?
one could be looking at a podium here.
He just
In
spun
the
out in front
Red
of me.
Bull.
I
I don't
couldn't
even
turn
know
the
if the
car.
lanky one had any podiums in Tier 2.
I've now got me,
Maybe
damn it.
he had some, and
Did
I'd
he
have
just
to
spun
double
it?
check.
How bad?
But the lanky
I'm
one
missing
could
the
be on
flat.
for a podium here in the Red
Hey,
Bull.
that's. Oh yeah, hold it.
In
Oh
this
my
main mystery
God,
month, as
man.
you see Star struggling on those very old softs. And Star now 6.2 behind Echo. I think Echo now
Can you pull out a
has a
ticket for
big
someone
enough
spin that in
gap
front of you?
to Star to pull.
I
Meanwhile, the
think
lanky
that's it.
one sending it on the inside of Star.
Bro.
Star backs out to let the lanky one ahead. I think he
You
wants
are
to work
real
No, no, no,
struggling.
no, no,
together
no.
with
It's
the
because
lanky one.
I
who's
just
in
went
that
off
Red
because
Bull.
I
He
was
wants to
moving
use
out
the
the
pace
way,
of the Red Bull
and
to
the
try
way
and
that
tow him
obviously you
along
come out the pit, you come
to
out
help
the
him
race
defend
line.
from Kevin
Yeah,
Kelly.
Yeah, but no, I had to, like,
Who's
reason
one
why,
punchy Kevin Kelly
because I got
within-
forced off,
within
I
a
had to
shirt
go,
as
like,
well of the
I
podium
had to,
now.
like, really test it to re-enter the track safely. No, I will be
Can
pulling out
Star
a ticket
hold
for
on
that
to the
because I
rear of
did
the
get
lanky
full
one
stop.
as we move on.
Oh no, that's one of the reasons why I got hurt
A
so
lot could
badly.
still happen in this one.
Spin early on was I had to then
Cross straight on
go
the rear of
bike
the
through
trying to
Yeah,
find a
yeah.
way
because
through
I had
now.
to wait there and let everyone pass. So I could re-enter because I
D Summer says the lanky one has 3 P3s in Tier 2.
That's why
Well,
it hurt so
And
much.
Cross Street picks up another
Otherwise,
time
I
penalty as we went on
could've
board with the V-Carb. If the lanky one uses the pace that the Red Bull has, he could potentially catch Echo. But he would need to make up roughly 4.5 seconds in order to do that. To get close enough to Echo. And while Star may be just looking to use the pace of the lanky one to try and keep the podium now. Because he knows those softs are absolutely cooked in this server. As Ty Claire picks up a time penalty, which will certainly not help him. Meanwhile, Cross Street going to get back
Oh
ahead of
my
Castilla
God,
into
Tyler.
turn 1. But I must say the race has calmed down a lot from the start. The start was so absolutely lightning.
Wait, I didn't even get any warnings in between. I just went 3 seconds 10, and then the next one was 3 seconds 10.
As Ellis picks up a time penalty. A reminder, time penalties late in the day here could be crucial to finishing position. Can Star stay with the line? I don't know if he has the pace left on those soft tyres. How long have they gone? 17 laps on the softs. As Star really starting to struggle. And he may lose DRS now to the lanky one. And Kevin Cal potentially could get the podium if he can catch Star now here as we head on to the penultimate lap. Meanwhile, Echo just comfortable behind Godzilla, realizes he'll not gap him really in the current circumstance with those time penalties. Kevin Cal looking to try and catch Star here, and they could be battling for the podium along with the lanky one here. The lanky one needs to pull a gap to Star. Star 2 seconds back as Kevin Cal now trying to catch Star with all he has. The Star 18 laps on those softs. D Summers in the chat says the final twist of round 1 may assume that the results are flipped, so Alice gets the win. I think that would annoy a lot of people and would make them not want to turn up again.
No, I'm concentrating. What are you saying?
I'll let the drivers comfortably know at the end of the lap there will be no more twists. From me, there may be some twists on track. One of those twists could be Echo overtaking Godzilla. It could be Kevin Cal here overtaking Star here on the final lap. Star out there on 18 lap olds.
I'm not putting a pretty stellar race just for you to win by spinning the fucking car 10 odd. I'm sorry, but no.
Elevate your urban drive. Nissan Qashqai with e-power. The hybrid is reinvented. Defy overload.
Calvert does he have the pace left in the Sauber to get back ahead of the Haas as he tries to fake him out.
Sorry, yellow, was it you?
Meanwhile, Ludomatic or Ellis bringing out the yellow flag.
I went off,
here
but I didn't slow down. Like I went wide. Round turn 1. Like I went into run off, but like I just kind of
still leading here in the Mercedes. A Star trying to stay with Kevin Cal with everything he has. But do those softs have anything left? I can't imagine how worn those softs are. For the Sauber driver. What a drive it has been from Star to hold on to those softs for so long. I couldn't be more impressed. But will he finish on the podium is the question. But Godzilla, who has done a medium soft and has led the race
Godzilla's fucking won it
for the last number of laps. Godzilla wins in Portugal and wins the first round in May Mystery Month. Meanwhile, the lanky one gets promoted to P2 with Kevin Cal, and Star also getting promoted as well. But I believe Echo's 10-second penalty may get removed as SNZ moves up. The P5 Ultra Titan promoted.
Someone just spun out. I crossed the line. What the hell?
Screen.
Oh my.
Next it's Cthulhu, followed by Scones in the Red Bull. And Scones moves up to P11.
How many times did Ledgeman, aka Ledgerspin?
Next it's Tyclair, then Nudomatic, then Lime. A reminder that Tyclair was in the battle. And there's the rain, lads. There is the rain. The rain is coming down now. The rain that people have been begging for came out as everyone's already crossed the line. It's raining, lads. It's raining. The rain didn't come quick enough. If there was a safety car at any point in this race, the rain would have certainly helped, but the rain came out just too late, and that would cost a lot of drivers. But there you have it, Godzilla wins the opener here in May Mystery Month. And Godzilla now will lead the championship in the Mercedes. But Godzilla himself is actually scoring for Williams. For those of you who don't know.
Oh man, that was a weird one.
But a reminder, Echo may finish P2. He finished P6 there, but he may get 10 seconds removed, which would put him back up to P2 again. Meanwhile, the lanky one does finish ahead of Kevin Cal there.
It seems
the
like
lanky
if you get
one
a time
will
penalty,
get minimum P3, so a podium
if you get a time penalty
for the lanky one in the Red
and
Bull
you
as we
think
go
it's
through the
unjust,
race director. It
then
may
you
be
can generally
very
like
quite
say to
long.
them like, oh yeah, I got this for all like.
In case any
well, yeah, no, I
penalties
got a lot
need
more
to
to do
get
better than
removed,
that.
which I'm sure
Yeah,
Echoes may need to
if you
get
get
removed there.
10-second time penalties
As
for a
Crossgrade
collision,
gets the
but like
fastest
someone
lap now.
rear-ended you just for no
And
reason.
everyone who finished
then
scores
you can
points here.
generally say, "I know
With
what, get
only
rid
the
of it."
driver missing out for points was young Himmy Dimes. But
Elbows
Coldzilla
out, man.
is your first winner here in round 1 of May Mystery Month. And I hope you all had a great time, as difficult
good race.
that race must have been for many of you, including Star, our pole sitter, in the Sauber, did 20 laps on the softs. Absolutely ridiculous stint there from Star. And I'll even see if anyone wants
I'll do an interview, why not?
I might do one and just say, I'm so sorry.
I'll see if anyone wants an interview. I'll just join Race Party 1 to see if anyone wants an interview. We'll see.
Right, I'll go for an interview, Ellis.
I'll be in over now. I'll just talk in the chat.
Yeah. I'll go for an interview, why not? Nevertheless, though, I'm going to be ending my stream. Good race.
Welcome in, Echo. How did the race go for you?
Depressing.
Right, okay, let's chuck away the sim. No. Leave it as it is. Okay, I'm gonna join the interview thing. I might not do one, but I'll go in there.
I just basically wanted to get a decent gap ahead of Star to try and finish in P2. So I ended up getting that gap off to like 7 seconds or 8 seconds, but obviously with that incident coming into turn 2 with Godzilla, it just all went to, it just went to a disaster from there. It didn't have anywhere else to go coming into turn 2, so it's rather I go straight into Godzilla and mess up his race, or I cut the track.
But nonetheless, I'm pretty sure it probably should be a podium for you and a P2. But a very strong race there from yourself. Meanwhile, we'll move on to the next person I would like to talk to, who is Kenzie Young, who in that first stint was sending it left, right, and center. Kenzie, how'd that race go for you?
Oh, I was having a blast that first stint. The mediums, they weren't quite up to par, but the pace was under me. So I was enjoying having a good battle, trying to not let Star get away, along with not letting the soft runners ahead escape the DRS. And then after that, they felt good. Then I was debating going medium softs along with Godzilla, but ended up making a call once Star pitted to go medium hards, which turned out to be the wrong call because it turns out the V-carb's awful at heating up mediums. And spent pretty much the whole of my first 3 laps sideways on them hards. But overall, had a really fun race.
We did see you get onto the grass up the hill there. What happened?
Oh, I was just too eager on the power, too cold tires. Kind of went to put my foot down just to keep in DRS of, who did I let go? I think I let Scones go. I think it was that moment. So I was trying to keep in this DRS just as my tires were reaching temperature, and it just spat me out. But managed to keep it out over a wall. So
did I make contact? I didn't mean to.
No. I was trying to keep up with you. I think you just overtaken me the straight before, and I was just trying to keep in DRS because I was on cold hards, and you were running fresh soft. I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, either way, my own fault. Spun the tires, spat myself onto the grass, saved it from the wall. So that's all that mattered really, and ended up in decent points.
But either way, you showed up late because you were like, I'll join. And then when you joined, you were immediately on the pace and immediately so fun to watch out there battling with the lead drivers. The first 5 or so laps, I was commentating like a horse racing commentator. I could not get a breath. There were cars absolutely everywhere. That went honestly better than designed, to be honest.
Oh, it was pure chaos. I think I was running higher wings than everyone else. So I was preparing for rain. So I think I was on 45, 50 wings. So I was really fast through the middle sector, which meant up the hill I just kept sending it because I could, and it's fun. So thought if there's a gap, I'll go for it, and I did.
Well, nonetheless, it was a good first race, and although it didn't go your way, I'm sure you'll be back again next week for whatever the next scenario is. Anyway, we'll move on to Star and the Sauber, who, despite being in the Sauber and doing the completely wrong strategy, somehow was able to hold on for that long on those softs. Star, how'd that race go for you?
Terribly, never again. Cheers.
How were you able to manage the softs there to the end?
You thought I managed them? Bruh. Everybody was going to pit, which would have meant I'd have lost DRS, so I just thought, well, the people behind me can come in, but I got a copy Ultra, and because Ultra was on softs to start with, I screwed myself, but I thought, well, if Ultra can go 14 laps and battle, I can go 20 laps and chill for a third of my stint, and I did, which is probably the only reason I managed to finish, but yeah, the last 2 laps were the worst, but yeah, it's just quite annoying that the Sauber's got no straight line speed because I could deal with it being a boat in the corner, but yeah. It's frustrating, but honestly, penalty-free round here is a bit of a win. So,
well, regardless, we're looking forward to seeing you back next week, and next week it'll be a different. It'll be
as
a
long
different
as I'm
scenario.
not in a realistic Sauber, that is fine.
Hopefully, the next scenario doesn't mess you up as much as this one did. But regardless, still a very good race, and you were definitely. I think if you had went hards instead of softs, I think you could have made it work.
No. Bruh. What? Kenzie was in a V-carb, and bro was suffering. I was never taking hards unless I started on them. But because someone readied up early, I had to make a split-second decision.
Yep. Well, the person who readied up early may be getting a major penalty, unfortunately. So
nice.
Anyway, we'll move on to whoever's next in the interviews, unrelated to the person who readied up early. Lime, how'd that race go for you?
Did I ready up early? I don't even know I did. I physically can't remember. My apologies. Where's the nearest bridge? I'd like to jump off it.
Well, let's move on. Scones, how'd that race go for you?
Oh man, wow. Where to start? I mean, I started on the mediums. They were feeling good. I had a close visit with young Hemi Dimes's rear bumper, which I literally said beforehand I don't want to do. Luckily, no damage there, but I think it was Cthulhu. I met the rear of his car, and the wing said nope. And then I met the rear of his car again, and the ring was like, I'm out of here. So I had to get my wing replaced. Accidentally forgot to change what tire to go onto, so I had a stint on the softs and then back to some mediums. Overall, it felt good, but like a couple bad decisions meant I placed probably a lot lower than I could have. Disappointed about that, but happy to get P11. Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, well, hopefully next race, whatever the scenario is, you can have a much better finish. And hopefully, whatever the scenario is, it helps you a bit more than the one did today.
Yeah, unfortunately, Portugal never driven on it before, so
yeah,
give me Baku in the wet next week on slicks.
Well, we'll have to see next week as to what the scenario will be. I haven't decided yet, so it could be anything. But I think we'll move on now to the lanky one, who I'm pretty sure, regardless whether Echo gets his penalty removed or not, the lanky one got a podium here. The lanky one, how'd that race go for you?
It was tough. The mediums on the softs on the first stint. After 6 laps, they started to let go. So it was a matter of sort of dragging them at least to lap 10. Mine started going anyway on the rears. Left side was high on the wear, but no, it was better than I expected result-wise. I think because obviously other little incidents that happened during the race with other people, but no. One thing I'm most happy about is it didn't send me to the moon again. So I've managed to complete an actual league race on this track now. So yeah, no, it was definitely tough to try and catch the guys at the front. And the first few laps, there was crazy. There was positions changing everywhere. The train was so close. Like it was good. It was good racing. Like that initial start was high adrenaline, I think is one way to put it.
Yeah, I must say, after watching the opening of that race, that went far better than I thought it was going to. I thought all the drivers in the slower cars will still just gap everyone else, but no, the first couple laps, like for the first 5 laps, people were side by side the entire time, which was just hilarious viewing.
Yeah, it was good. Like I say, it was hard to manage in there, but it was good fun. Like the adrenaline rush and that, you were watching cars behind you, at the side of you, in the front of you, well, everywhere. Like you couldn't avoid it. It was yeah. I enjoyed it. That's the thing. Main thing.
Jabalinsky Games.
Well, regardless, a brilliant start to this May Mystery Month campaign for yourself, like one. And for anyone listening who is upset with their result, don't worry too much. This is really not that competitive and not that serious. It is a bit of fun at the end of the day.
It was good last year. I remember last year's.
Yeah, I will say that this round 1 went so much better than last year. Last year in Tier 1, we had 1 finisher. So anything is better than what happened last year. Anyway, we will move on now to Ollie Bean, who was in the Ferrari for that race. Ollie, how'd that race go for you?
Oh, it went really, really well until the end. But yeah, as the lanky one said, the battling wheel to wheel with so many people. I went 4 turns wheel to wheel with the lanky one at one point, and I managed to do it without any contact. It was really good fun racing.
I think I clipped that.
Yeah, it was really, really good fun racing. And then the softs were actually fine for me because
the real life F1 is starting in 5 minutes, so we'll move on to our final driver is Ledgeman before we end the stream. But Ledgeman, how'd your race go as well?
I am Ledger Spin. I embodied the spin. It was, I was off the pacing quality anyway, before I ended up spinning out. I think I was 2-3 seconds off the pace, even though I was improving. Portugal isn't my track. When it landed on Mexico, I wasn't too pleased, but at least I can race Mexico, because obviously in career modes and everything you do it. But Portugal, I don't think I've ever raced it in a proper race. I've done a 3-lap race around there, and it was just so rough for me. It was absolutely terrible. That whole thing, again, like you said, it's not too serious, so I'm not too stressed about it. So maybe next week with whatever challenge you throw at us, I could take it a lot better, because that was just not it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you did try, which is at least you give it a go, because
yes.
A lot of times people will make a mistake early on and just give up. So the fact you kept going is still good.
And what is the point system for the May Mystery Month?
Oh, it's just the same as
so down to
the normal WHF. Yeah, so down to P16.
Okay, so I managed to scrape myself 1 point.
I did get points. Sick.
Yeah, I managed to scrape myself a point.
Whereas F2 is the actual F2 system, so less points for everyone.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
But anyway, thank you all for watching this first round of May Mystery Month.
Fucking hell, already been jumped off quick. Right, okay, thank you.